Hey, and welcome to This Day in History. I am Chuck, and this is Josh.
Hi.
And today is April 16th, and that means it is Eggs Benedict Day.
The greatest day of the year. It's like Christmas, Halloween, Easter, and Labor Day combined.
And pour hollandaise on that,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's what you get.
So for those of you who don't know, first pause what you're doing, and then go out and eat some Eggs Benedict. Because
Sure.
it is a toasted English muffin, 2 halves, with some Canadian bacon.
Yeah.
You know, in Canada, they just call it bacon.
Yeah, I've heard.
With a poached egg on top.
Yeah.
And then smothered in hollandaise sauce. Maybe, if you're feeling hinky, a little bit of cayenne pepper.
Sure.
Maybe some chives on the top.
Of course.
Perfection.
Yeah.
As far as breakfast goes.
There's a couple of stories on how this came about. My favorite one is the second one, so I'm going to let you take the first one.
So the origins of Eggs Benedict are kind of hazy. We know it came from 19th century New York.
Sure.
Possibly the first story is that it came from Chef Charles Renfrower,
Yeah.
who was a chef at America's first restaurant, Delmonico's.
#1 restaurant ever?
The first ever.
Wow.
Yeah, and Renfrower supposedly created Eggs Benedict for Ms. Legrand Benedict, a very wealthy, obviously, lady with a name like that. The problem is, he says this was in 1860. His recipe doesn't first appear in print until 1894, which is why it makes it hazy, right? Because that's when the second story happened.
At the very least, hinky. The second story is my favorite because it involves hangovers. When Mr. Lemuel Benedict, after a rough night out in New York City, which we've all had, wanders into a breakfast place and says, give me some toast and put some bacon on it and poach some eggs and put that on and give me that pitcher of hollandaise.
Yeah.
And that was basically the story of the second story of how Eggs Benedict came to be. It was the result of a long night out drinking.
Yeah, so either it happened at Delmonico's or the Waldorf Hotel, AKA a breakfast place.
To nurse your hangover.
Right, so it doesn't really matter where it came from. The only thing that matters about Eggs Benedict is that it's here.
That's right. And on April 16th, you should indulge in some and support the cause.
Or you could up your usual intake and have like 4 or 5. Eggs Benedict Day.
A lot of hollandaise.
This day in history. Okay.